Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. We're last episode on this truck. I filmed going to get it, bringing it home, and got it running after probably a decade of not running, abandoned. It was a project that somebody had bought. They couldn't get it running. I diagnosed the problem. It was some messed up, burnt, rigged up wires. So fixed that, fired right up. The carburetor's awful dirty, needs to be all cleaned out, probably needs to be rebuilt, but we'll try to clean it out with some, gum out spray, choke cleaner type stuff. But it does run. It just got a bad hesitation when you try to give it gas. Which brings to so on this video, that video was getting kind of long because we went over the whole truck. If you haven't seen it, watch that. Paid $1,200 for it, clear title. Now, this video is about just getting it running or getting it drivable and driving off the trailer, and we'll drive it around the property here. But we got to get it moving because the drive shaft is out of it. Okay, the guy said the guy he got it from had to tow dolly it from wherever he bought it from, so he took the drive shaft out. And originally, so here's the drive shaft right there in the bed. We're going to clean out the spline where it goes in the transmission. So we don't want another problem like the red 76 El Camino where I had to jam it in there and it won't come out. Problem is the caps are missing. Now I'll see if I can round some up. If not, I got a parts truck, same year and everything. Don't have to worry about the front bumper too much. We're going to concentrate on getting it back together. So originally I thought the bolts and clamps were all missing from the rear end, because that's what I do when I do one, is I put them all back in the yoke, kind of thread the bolts in there so you don't lose them. Well, I just found them. They were on the front floorboard. So here's the little clamps we need. And the bolts, we just need 2 caps for the U-joint, and we can stick that in there. Okay, so that'll be one problem. Second problem, I'm going to have to see if I can find some. I might have a 15-inch tire or two. They may be flat, and I might have to patch them, but this one's blown out. And I got probably every size tire but 15s, especially big 15 truck tires. So we'll try to get a tire on here. So that's the second thing. Third thing is I poured some gas down the carburetor and it fired up, or filled up the float bowls, and it run. But the first time it seemed like it run for about 5 minutes, so way past the gas running out of the float. So I'm thinking it might have had some gas in it, but then I disconnected the gas line from the carburetor, from the fuel pump carburetor, and started it up again. There was no gas coming out of there. So either it got a little bit of gas initially and ran out, we don't know. So I'm gonna have to go down and get some gas and put 4 or 5 gallons in here and see if it pumps up through the lines, see if the pump works, lines are not clogged, stuff like that, and get it running on its own so it can stay running. Okay, so what else did we want to, so we want to do that, and then this door doesn't open from the outside, something's messed up with it. But yeah, in case you haven't seen the first video, it's oh, we want to check the codes. It's going to be on the back of the block, passenger block. I'll see if I can clean that up and get a look at the numbers, and we'll see if this is the original engine or not. Originally it came with a 305 5-liter in 81, but it's 81. It could have been swapped 2 or 3 times. We don't know. And its Edelbrock carburetor, like I said, this was all bound up at full throttle. I had to take a hammer to bang it back. But anyway, I lubed it all up, put a return spring on it. It works now. So we do have that. This is for the cruise control that's not hooked up. That's okay. I don't need that. Here's the wire that was fried, and they tried to splice it back together. Anyway, I got a wire from a parts car, put it there, soldered it in. It seems to be working. This part of the cruise control here too, it's missing. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that. It is full of oil, but when I go down to get some gas, I go by Walmart, probably in the morning. We're going to get some oil in an filter, change the oil. We need to check the transmission fluid. It's got some water in here. I remember seeing, let's take this. It's just not filled up. Oh, well, it's not bad. Just right up to about here, but I don't know if it's antifreeze or not. I can't see. There's the overflow right here. So we need to top that off. Does have a aftermarket water temperature gauge. We'll see if that works. Keep an eye on that after it runs. We don't want to overheat it or nothing. Okay, so that's it mechanically. Okay, so let me see if I can. I bet truck U-joints are different than cars. I probably got some old U-joints around from these cars, but anyway, let me round up 2 caps. If not, I wanted to get underneath this. Now, this is the parts truck I bought from an auction months ago, last spring, I think. Spring, summer, yeah, spring, I don't know. Anyway, the drive shaft's completely screwed up in this when they loaded it. Either loaded it up for me or loaded it and got it out to where it was auctioned off. They bent the shit out of the drive shaft, and I mean, it's just bent in a V shape at the back. It won't even roll. So, I mean, I had a hell of a time with the wheels dragging trying to get it off the trailer. That's why it's parked here instead of in the back. So I need to get under there, and I'm gonna have to sawzall the drive shaft off, and we can take the U-joint ends off if I have to. If I can't find any more. I mean, I could just go up the auto parts store and buy one, I guess. Buy a new U-joint, put a new U-joint in there, but yeah. Either way, I just don't, I'm not very far, I'm too far from the city to keep running back and forth 10 times a day. So I just go up there every couple of days and get what I need. So, you know, I'm not gonna run and get a U-joint, come back, oh, I need gas, and run out and get gas, then run out and get, you know, I can't do that. So I can't get anything done real fast. Okay, so let me, so it's also got a catalytic converter on it, which is about $100 bill, like having $100 bill. So I was gonna sawzall that off too. And I thought there was something else under there. Oh, well, I'll probably get maybe a tire. I thought there was 1 or 2. I think I put, nope, they're all flat. I thought I had a good 15-inch tire and rim I put on here to get it off my trailer. I think it was, well, that's all split up now anyway. So anyway, there's 1 or 2 rims in here. There's a couple of rims in here. Yeah, plenty of rims, but okay, so yeah, I was gonna take a tire and rim off this and put it on there if I couldn't find one, but because that also was missing a spare. So if I could get a spare going, stick it up there underneath the bed. Okay, so let me get rolling on that, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the drive shaft in. Wasn't very easy, but I kept having to hammer in that front into the transmission, pull it out, lube it. It finally, you know, I had it in there one time that it wouldn't turn. Took it out, put it back in, and finally it turns. So I had three drive shafts. So I tried each end cap on there, and they're all just a hair different. I think they're all GMs. One's off a Tahoe and one's a Camaro. I think the Camaro ones are on there. But anyway, the distance is a little bit too long because there's a little groove that the cap's got to fit in, and one side will fit on and the other one just won't. So I'm either gonna have to take the caps off the parts truck or just get a new U-joint, put the U-joint in there. But the drive shaft will come out easy, and it's good enough now to get it off the trailer. Just we're not gonna go do no burnouts or nothing. Okay, I have a set of 15-inch tires. I think these are off a 99 Explorer that I scrapped. This one's not too bad. I mean, it's average, but the other three are pretty much bald. So I can't put all four on. Well, I don't really need four, but this is 235, 75, 15. That's the same size as this one here. 235, 75, 15. So it'll match this one. But of course, this one's the oddball here. 235, 70. Yeah, it's like a 31 inch or something. And what was this one? 235, 75, 15. But see how look at the cracks. I don't know if you can see it. She's about to blow. It pretty much needs this whole set of tires. Oh, this is all, it's about to blow apart on the inside. This must have been on the front. You can see that. Yeah, she's about to blow apart on both ends. Yeah, that's just enough to drive it around the lot here. Like I said, it needs four new ones, and this will match the other front, but it's blown out. So 31 by 10.5 by 15. So I put that tire, hopefully having a problem with these used tires, putting them on rims, taking them off and putting them on rims there, that my tire machine ends up blowing out. The little thing will catch on the end here, and then it won't seal. As I was trying to do those ones for the car rims, and I screwed up two tires putting them on rims. So hopefully I can get that tire off and on here. If not, I got three bald ones I could put. I'll get one on there anyway. So let me do that. I got some gas, but like only about a gallon or two. I'd like to put at least 5 gallons of gas in there. I'm gonna have to probably run up to the gas station and put gas in it. But let me get this tire swapped and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got that tire on there. I had about maybe 1.5 gallons of gas. I put it in there, started it up, and sure enough, the fuel line started spitting out gas. I had it disconnected here, and it started shooting out. It looked clear. I only looked at it for a second. Didn't look like it was brown or anything, but so anyway, we'll see if she can run long enough to get off the trailer. There's the tire. Missing 2 of the regular lug nuts there, but Usually on these cars I buy them from lug nuts off of eBay, about 20 bucks for a set of 20, about $1 each, shipped. So that way they look nice and new. And okay, there was a vacuum line unhooked. It might have went to the factory breather that they had on here, but starts right up. Oh yeah, it's squawking a little bit. Need to see if we can get it off the trailer, and then we'll check to see if it'll move. It's not moving. Might be low on transmission fluid. Starting to move, unless it's just rolling. I'll have to check the transmission fluid and top it off. Let it run here for a minute. Yeah, she's just running like its carburetor's all dirty. And it was smoking a lot last time because it's just oil and grease and stuff everywhere. It was all on the exhaust. He had a baggie at the back of the transmission that was all full of fluid and stuff. So some of that probably leaked and got all over the exhaust, which is right there. You can see it. See the bottom of that muffler's blown out. I probably want to take that catalytic converter off too. And it's fake dual exhaust. It's got 2 pipes going into the muffler. But yeah, I quit smoking. You can't see it from here, but anyway, let me check the transmission fluid and top it off, and I'll be back. That's this rattling. Okay guys, I put a quart or 2 in there. See what happens. Might just be rolling off the trailer, but at least we'll get it off. Brakes work. I might not put enough in there. We'll have to check it. Okay, well let me check that in the water. Coming through, I still can't tell if it's antifreeze, green or not. Hell, it may just be water. Okay, let me check the transmission fluid and hopefully it's good. Okay, I'll be back. Yeah guys, it was really low. We got 4 quarts in there, basically a gallon. Started moving, so it's oh shit, I forgot to put some power steering fluid in there. Ah, shit. I put some power steering fluid in there. That's probably what was squawking. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Starts right up. Oh, it goes to... Carburetor's just got a bad hesitation. It was antifreeze in the radiator. Green, it was green, not real dark green, so I don't know how much is in there, but yeah, that carburetor needs to be cleaned and adjusted, but oh, the power steering is still tough. You got air in it. That carburetor's kind of, could be the timing's out a little bit too. Uh-oh. I was really flooring it. Hopefully it didn't run out of gas. It's just sputtering and yeah, the brakes seem to work good. When I had that front tire off there, the brake pads looked pretty damn good. So, damn. Yeah, I need to, I think I got some carb cleaner. Spray some carb cleaner down there and maybe some transmission fluid and clean it out real good. Okay, and I got to put this stuff here back. When I was doing the wiring, I had the column drop, checking the switch. So I had all the AC duct, and I'm going to put all this stuff back. Yeah, let me do that, and I'll come back and we'll clean out the carburetor and go over, we can go over a little bit of it. As I mentioned in the first video, this side's the worst. It's all rusted here and here, and then the other side's just here. So, but I think this is Bondo. Let's see. So I was looking, I had the bed open, and look at this bed. Rotted there, rotted there. Be all right for an old work truck, but we want to fix it up a little bit better in the work truck. Couple little holes in the tailgate, but not bad. Well, there's some there too, isn't there? Yeah. So that might cinch the deal on swapping beds. Although I can't swap one of these beds by myself, and even with one other helper, they're pretty hard to do on a long bed. You really need 3 or 4 people. But we'll go over and check. So I'll have to get the caps off this, U-joint caps off this truck, or let's get a new U-joint. So I still might, I may get it ready, but I really need to work on them El Caminos, so I can't really spend a bunch of time. But this is the bed here. The only thing is, it's just hammered and dents all along the top. Got a lot of holes in it too. Nothing serious, just this dent here. And that's just a little surface rust, nothing that's gone through. Let's check the other side. Oh, this one's all full of... As far as I can tell, there's nothing major. I think the tailgate on this was good too. In the bottom of the bed, it looks okay from what I can see, but need all that stuff cleared out of it. So anyway, yeah, we may swap the whole bed, but not on this video. I'm just thinking out loud on how to fix it up. I think it'd be a lot better, even though I could fix that rust, but I got the bed, I might as well use it. And I was only asking 200 bucks for the bed. I had a few people call, but they never showed up, so screw them. I mean, 200 bucks for a nice non-rusted bed is dirt cheap. They don't jump on it, screw them. I'll use it. They call me again, I'll say, yeah, I've got a rusted one now you can have. This bumper here is off the 80 what, 3 and up, because it's got the turn signals in the grill. This grill here, the corner's busted off. This one is not the best because it's, I think a few things are busted. Can't really use that bumper, but I could and just rig up the signals in the grill of that one. I have the signal lenses for it. That'd be something to think about, because who knows what a bumper costs. And I think I need this one here. I can unbolt this little thing to mount the bumper. The bumper that's on it, that's in the bed, that's bent, I might be able to sledgehammer that out somewhat straight. And once you got the new brackets on there, hell, it may line up half decent. But anyway, I may mess around with this a little bit more today. Well, yeah, and then in the morning I'm gonna go get some more gas, oil and filter. Deserves a oil and filter change. More gas. And it just needs so much stuff, but the only purpose was to get this thing driving and moving and off the trailer and starting, and we'll clean out the carburetor. I'll come back and we'll spray some stuff down there and see if it'll clean it out, stop the hesitations. I'll see if I can adjust it a little bit. But yeah, okay, well, I'll be back later. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to get this bumper on. This was the old frame piece here. I took this off the parts truck. It looks like this one was already changed. Then this was on there, but it didn't look like it was going to line up, but it may be all right. But I just took them off just to fit the main faceplate here. Now, problem is I'm not going to have any of those chrome, these type of, I got one, but need what do we need? 2, 3, 6 of them. I'll see if there's any on the parts truck, but so she's just hammered right in the middle. And who knows if this is off this truck, because it was all mangled up here and it's not here. That was all mangled up, the frame horn, and then this is okay. So I think what we'll try to do is, I got this big sledgehammer here, and try to bash that out best I can, and then see if it fits on those two. And then once that's on there, we'll try to fit the end ones. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, next day, putting the Avalanche to work. Got some gas, one for the El Camino, one for the pickup. Went to Wally Mart, got some oil, transmission fluid to restock my supply. A little antifreeze. It just needs a little dribble in there, but I figure I'd put pure antifreeze in there. And went ahead and bought 2 wipers for it because I just can't stand looking at that with no wipers on there. Okay, give you an update on the bumper. Not bad. Beat the hell out of it here. But these 2 little brackets, they're just a little bit off, man. It widens the gap up. So I had to kind of beat them around just a little, you know, 1/4 inch to get it level and then outwards. Okay, so I got these brackets to put on if they'll fit. And then I got the lenses. I think one was broke though. Take a peek at them. I hope these are the ones that fit. Yeah, it's kind of broken right there. Oh yeah, I'll put it on anyway. Okay, then I'll have to put in new bulbs. Looks like they put a different socket on there. So yeah, let me change the oil, put the brackets on, put the signals on, and then we'll go to clean out the carburetor. I was thinking I was going to pour some transmission fluid down there and clean it out, but then that original catalytic converter, most likely original, is still on there. So, oh, and here's the lower air deflector spoiler thing. It could probably go on there. It's ripped. But when I was building the Nomad, I used one like this, but longer, but I didn't know exactly what size was going to be. It's one of them things you don't know till you look at it. So I bought 2 of them, one for a full size, one for an S10, and because they were only like 30 bucks, 40 bucks each new. So I have another one. I don't know if it'll be like this one or we can make it work, but I'll have to find, I don't know where I put that thing, but yeah, I mean, and I know I can buy these bolts here, but because I just stuck these in there, but I don't have them right now. And if I was to come across another bumper in the next little while, I'd have to take it all off again anyway. So and this one here, I had to put a couple of washers behind it so it would stick out a little bit farther. And this here was bent in. I pulled that out a little bit. It's not far from perfect, but doesn't look bad. Looks a lot better than one without a thing on it. So yeah, these eyebrow things are busted. That's all bent to shit. And then this one here is a little bent. Looks like it's been tapped out. So yeah, nothing's perfect. So that's good enough for now. If we go for a full paint job and new tires and that type of build, then yeah, we'll have to get all new stuff, because you can't have a real nice paint job and then have crappy chrome and stuff. But yeah, paint will be the last. So anyway, let me get that done. Also, the wiper switch I mentioned in the first video is in behind there. All the wiring was little push tab things. It's all pulled apart for the wiper. So I'm going to take the wiper off the parts truck and put it in here. Then I can button up the rest of this stuff. So let me do all that stuff, guys, and I'll be back to probably wrap the video up. Maybe we'll go over a few other things. This video is not fixing the whole truck. It was really just trying to get it running, or driving, and fixed up a little bit. But yeah, I'll come back after the oil change and stuff, and we'll clean out the carburetor, maybe take it for another ride, put some gas in it, and see if that carburetor livens up a little bit. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, finished with the bumper. So you can see the park light and the signal works. This one here, I had to change the whole signal socket over. The little thing inside was busted. This was that air deflector, whatever, that I had. You see it's kind of short. So I don't know if I want to put that on. Probably not. I'll just throw it in the back. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna get on with the probably tomorrow now. Get on with the oil change and that wiper switch, because it's getting. Somebody wants to go for a walk. Nikki, want to go for a walk? Nikki, want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk, Nikki? Nikki, want to go for a walk? Okay, well, hang on for a minute, okay? Good girl. Time to take her for a walk once I get something to eat. Okay, guys, it's coming along. We're just putting together some stuff on it, and I put the 2 brackets on, but I only put 1 bolt in each because I was missing 4 bolts. So it's got the 1 bolt under here, and then 1 that goes across into the frame. They were like different bolts, 5/8. Same on that side. So anyway, it's got some strength there, but okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, there's the old oil. It's pretty black. It does look probably about a quart low. We'll figure it out. I'm just using the Walmart brand SuperTech 10W30. That's actually gone down in price. It's like 15 something. At least that's what the little thing on the shelf said. I'm not sure. And then just got their Walmart brand oil filter. It says made in the USA. Okay, so got a USA #1 plate on there. Yeah, this really needs everything but the grill on this front end. It really needs to make it perfect. New bumper, new bolts, new signal lenses, all new chrome. And we're just not going to go that far with this. The bumper, did I write it down? I think it was close to 300 bucks for a faceplate bumper, re-chromed. And that was through Holley. Weird. They make carburetors, but they also, I guess, a whole bunch of listings for Holley front bumper for Squarebody. Yeah, I think it was 280, 260, 280 shipped. So yeah, whenever you guys see something and I mentioned, oh, I found it here for, you know, $110. Well, make sure you include shipping. Any price I quote includes shipping. One guy was, oh, $110 through Rock Auto. Yeah, $172 to ship. So that comes out to $282, not $110. So any prices I give are shipped. Okay, so this is like $262, $282, something like that. That's the cheapest you can find a front faceplate. Over there is one of these that are good on the parts truck. But we'll figure it out. For right now, that's okay. I mean, this truck really doesn't need nothing just to get up and drive it. You know, a set of tires, really. And you're ready to go. You know, all the cooling system, doesn't seem like nothing's leaking. I topped off the power steering fluid. I don't know if it's going to leak or not. It was empty, but then again, it sat for almost 10 years. So, yeah. But I don't like the patina look. Some people do. I mean, this would give Puddin's Fab Shop, it'd give him a hard-on. He would just love this. In fact, he just did one. The patina's worse than this because it's just crappy looking. But he loves it. He goes, oh, I just got to please myself. And that's fine. If that's what you like, and it just way better than a new paint job, then go for it. But not me, I'm the opposite. I can't stand looking at this. To me, it'd be kind of embarrassing to drive. You know, people look at you like, you know, one guy in a video with his Nova, he loves the patina look too. Just looks like a pile of crap. Rust, he's up from up north. Rusted out trunk lid, rusted out hood, rusted out everywhere. But he drives it with a big smile on his face. And then he goes to the car show with his grandpa, who shows off his 58 Thunderbird or something, that he always parks beside him at the car show. And he says that the most often asked question is, when are you going to paint it? So that's what you would get, people. And they're not really asking you, when are you going to paint it? What they really mean is, what a pile of shit. Right? So this one doesn't look too bad. I mean, I don't know. It's not, I've seen worse patina. Puddin's station wagon, the video a couple weeks ago, he just drove it to the junkyard where he bought it from to, I don't know, get some more parts or something. That 60, what is it? I don't know what it is, 61 wagon. But he drives it into the junkyard and gets out, leaves it there, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, Jesus, I wonder if I'd be afraid of a forklift thing coming up to pick that thing up and put it in the crusher. You know, I just couldn't drive something like that. Like I said, the patina's on this is not too bad. You know, the hood and roof and everything is good. But if it was all complete rust, like, you know, Puddin's wagon is just all complete rust, I'd just be embarrassed to drive it. So that's not me, guys. Also, Puddin, he did a very good job turning his long bed into a short bed. He went a few steps too much, I think, but he said he's never done it, and he was following some other guy's video where he cut some out of the front, some out of the back. I think he did. Anyway, it took him a long time. He did a great job on notching the frame, cut 2 feet out of the frame on the front. That's all great too. Great for show, but the amount of hours it would take. But they say short beds are worth more than long beds. But I'm a long bed person, I think. If you're gonna have a truck, you might as well have the full carrying capacity, right? Why cut 2 feet off of it? Especially if it's already a long bed. If it's already a long bed, why would you? Well, you know, I'm more practicality. I'm more for, you know, what's practical for the vehicle. You know, Puddin, he's gonna slam it to the ground like he usually does. That's another thing I don't like, is the low riders. They just ride like crap. But you know, that's I don't like them. You know, they're no good for driving. You'll hit every pothole and scrape. And so yeah, if you're gonna shorten it and slam it to the ground, and it'd just be like a show truck thing. It's not practical to drive. And like I said, why cut off 2 feet where you could, you know, haul something? Okay, I just thought I'd mention that stuff. Okay, these taillights. See how crappy they are? I hadn't bought any in a long time. $21 for the pair for new ones. 21 bucks shipped. With tax is 22. So I ordered a set. So that was pretty cool. I can't see the engine numbers on this to tell exactly what year it is, and even if it's a 350. It's back here, and the wiring's in the way, and there's just not enough room between the firewall to see. Plus you'd have to be a contortionist to get up here in the engine compartment, try to look at it, and then get up there and finally get a look at it, and it's going to be covered in grease. So you're going to use $10 worth of degreaser, spray choke cleaner, to trying to spray all the stuff off to see the numbers. It ain't worth it. I don't know what it is. I don't care. Okay, the wiper switch. This is an 81. Title says 81. So here's the wiper switch. Oh, it is a delay. If it has a little circle on there, that's a delay. Up, slow it down, and then it's, I guess it'll have 2 speeds. Yeah, well, three speeds, and then a, okay, these are only 78 to 83. Parts truck doesn't have one, so the parts truck may be an 84, but the title company, or the auction company, gave me a bill of sale that said an 81. So they didn't know. I got the VIN number. I guess I could check it by the VIN, but, and especially that later model grill, that makes sense now. So anyway, I don't have one. The ones without the delay is 32 bucks, and I think it's more. It's probably 40 something for the delay. So anyway, we're gonna have to wait on that. Got the new wiper blades on there. They look pretty good. Yeah, I think that's about it. I just posted this video an hour ago, the first one, so I haven't got a lot of comments, but I'll come back at the end of the day and address some. But yeah, I do like the two-tone idea. I like these, especially the maroon that's on that fender, which I don't know what color it's supposed to be, but maroon, dark maroon and red would look really good. The problem is stripes. I think nobody makes pinstripes anymore, or they're all being discontinued. But I could paint it. It'd be a pain in the ass to mask it off and paint some stripes, or just do a one stripe thing like this. I painted this on there. So you do the color and then one stripe. That's easy enough to do, but not 2 or 3. 2 or 3 stripes would be too time consuming. This one I think has 3. So I'm not off to the idea of doing a two-tone. I'd like to. The problem is the cost of paint. Now you buy paint, solid colors like a black, a white, they're the cheapest. Any color you got to get mixed up at the paint store, especially metallics, they're through the roof. You might as well triple the price. So we can't get a factory maroon metallic color, and nobody makes a base color. Like you can get red. Red's going to be a little bit more expensive, but maybe not in that acrylic enamel. So that's what I was thinking, a gallon of red. And their red, you know, whatever red they have. And it's not going to be the exact GM color, because then, and like I said, if they got to mix it up, it's too much. So, you know, they'll make red, blues, yellow. I got a gallon of yellow. Then I did the flames on the thing. It was sunburst yellow or something. But do they make dark maroon? Can I find a set? Maybe not, but, and it'd take an awful lot of paint. It'd be more than a pint or whatever. You can get a pint mixed up through eBay for like 48 bucks. But anyway, that'll be down the road. We'll probably change this bed over. So yeah, anyway, let me just start it up, get the oil circulated, check the oil level, and like I said, I topped off the antifreeze. That's good. And then we're just going to spray the shit out of the carburetor, and we'll drive it around here. Just got a really bad hesitation, guys. It seems like it's been dirty or something. Now, if you haven't seen it, I bought a brand new knockoff Quadrajet carburetor, put it on the 82 El Camino. Works great. 150 bucks, brand new off of eBay, shipped. So watch that video if you haven't. Maybe this will need a $150 carburetor, or this one rebuilt or tuned or taken apart and cleaned or something. Okay, we don't know yet. We're going to spray the hell out of it and see what happens. Like I said, I can't really throw too much down there like transmission fluid, because I know transmission fluid's really just going to clean the carbon off the heads, valves and stuff. But you got a factory catalytic converter on there, and it's going to clog it up. If it hasn't already been clogged up. I can't believe that thing's been on there for 40 years, 42 years. Anyway, we'll throw some carb cleaner down there, see if we can get it cleaned out, stop hesitating, maybe adjust it a little bit, and we'll take it for another ride around here. I topped off the power steering fluid. Steering's just easy peasy. And then I guess we'll just go over what else we need to, kind of what next videos on this will come up after the 78 El Camino. Once I get this white one done, then we'll do this one. But what are we going to do to it other than swap the bed and paint it? We'll go over a few things. We're going to go over this door and a little bit of interior work, and probably a motor, something making it not open from the outside. Oh, also, this is just a cover, a dash cap here. See, this is warped. This is either warped or the old padding is warped underneath of it. I bet it's cracked here and here. But guess what? 60 bucks. $60.99 shipped. Do you believe it? All that work I done to the El Camino, but the El Camino is like $190. Now, why can't the El Camino be 60 bucks? But yeah, you can get this for $60. So should I get one? What should I do with the headliner? It's all faded. Needs the door straps and the little things. Can take these off the I haven't checked prices of door panels, but I know they were high years ago. They're probably pretty high. But we can take the carpet and the things off the parts truck and paint the whole thing probably black, because here we got two different colors already. Right, just paint everything black. It'll match this. Yeah, then we got to change the vent window. There's all this little stuff is going to be time consuming, and then the big thing is swap the bed, paint it, and tires most likely. But okay, so I'll come back later, see if you got any more questions. I'll come back later in the day. I'm going to move on to something else right now. Come back later in the day, see if there's any more questions from the first video, and then spray some stuff down the carburetor, take it for one more ride, and then that'll be it for the video. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I used about a half a can of gum out carb cleaner, sprayed down there, opened it up. We'll see what happens. The brake fluid, I opened it up. It was almost out on the front and halfway on the back. So does it have leaking brake fluid somewhere? Probably. Something else to check out. Okay, realistically, probably should do a complete tune-up. Plugs, wires, distributor cap, set the timing, and then go from there. If it needs a carb, get another carb, or have this one rebuilt or cleaned or whatever. But that's the order of doing it. There's no use of screwing around with a carburetor when it could just be the timing's out. And you don't want to mess with the timing because spark plugs could be bad. So you got to kind of start and do it all in that order, guys. And we're not doing that right now. Okay, power steering works good, but it was a little bit low. I don't know if it was filled all the way up yesterday, but it may have a leak too. So It's your typical old vehicle that's going to have little leaks, and you know, it's 42 years old. Oh yeah, that steering works great now. I can't stand standard steering. Woo, boy, it's got some pep now. It was just a little dirty. Oh yeah. It's got power, but not a lot of power. Like low horsepower type, no power. But it ain't no race truck. It probably won't spin the tires on pavement, but it'll spin it on gravel. Pop through the carburetor a little bit. All right. Well, she's running better, guys. Let me back up here, the radio's on. Okay, I got a bunch of new comments. Seems like everybody likes it, except one guy thinks it's only worth $2,500 after it's all painted and done. Now, when I said they're not worth a lot down here, I don't mean it's going to be worth, you know, no two. I could sell it for $2,500 the way it sits now, and make a quick. I haven't put shit into it other than oil, transmission fluid, right? Put on a crappy tire. I could probably sell this right now for $25. Put it on there that, hey, runs and drives, needs a good set of tires, and make, you know, $1,400. Easy. Paint it up and stuff, yeah, it'll be worth $5 or $6. You know, not much more than that. And that's what I mean by they're not worth a whole lot. $5 or $6, maybe tops. Painted, everything working great, new tires, all that, compared to the original SS, which I could probably get 10 for. The black one not being an SS, but being a V8, and with painting it up. What I sell one for? I sold one for $7,500, like 6 years ago. So that's $8,500, 75. We'll say $7,500 for the black. You know, $10,000 for the white one, fixed up. This one, $5 or $6. See what I mean? It's really, you know, why not work on that one, double your money instead of this one, and or that one for double what this one would sell for. But I do like it. Yeah, a few people says, oh, make sure you finish El Camino before you start on that. Yeah, I will. We're getting it done. Once these are done, then we'll get on this one. So yeah, it runs and drives decent enough to actually just get on the road and go, right? And I'm not trashing Puddin' or anything for what he does. Like I said, he did a great job on the short bed and the frame. He does good fab work. It's just that he just likes the old rusty, crappy looking, faded, rusty crap. Cars that look like crap. I don't know why. I don't really get it. This would be more of a patina looking thing than something that's all rust and stuff, but I mean a more acceptable type of patina than something that's completely all rust and shitty looking. So, you know, so anyway, that's his shtick. He does it for YouTube. That's all he does is for YouTube revenue. He doesn't do no customer work. Neither do I, but not because I make money off YouTube. I don't make much off YouTube. Puddin' makes a fortune, so, but that's fine. So yeah, I'm more of a painting her up shiny, make her look good. And yeah, maybe black for the insert if we go two-tone. Because see, if I buy a gallon of red, it may not be enough, because we got to paint the inside of the bed and probably the door jambs and all that. Although I could paint the inside of the bed black. But if I get a gallon of red and a cheap gallon of black, I can do the insert black, paint the inside of the bed bottom black, you know, and then I definitely won't run out of red paint. So anyway, guys, a lot to think about. So I'll let you go now. I could keep going on and on about working on this thing, but you got to end the video sometime, right? So we'll end it now, and then we'll get back to it in probably a month or two, depending on weather. We'll get these two El Caminos done. They're not going to take that long. And then we'll get straight on this one, because I like it. In the meantime, next month or so, I'll see about maybe getting tires and rounding up some red paint and parts and stuff like that. Like I said, I already bought some. I already bought the taillights. We'll have to do something about the wiper, driver's mirror, motor, power window motor. But anyway, I want to get too rambling. Yeah, tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think it's worth, where you're at. Because if it's worth a fortune where you're at, up north or something, come on down here and buy it off me for $5 or $6 grand after it's painted, and you can bring it up north and double your money. Because it ain't gonna bring no 10 grand or nothing here. I don't think. Could always, but see, the thing is, I'll put it up for sale, and if it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it. That's why I buy cars that I like, so I can keep them. I'll keep them. If nobody buys them, then screw them. I'll just keep the damn thing, because I like it. And I fix them up the way I like it. So for that reason, and I don't need the money. So it's not, don't ever be in that position of being desperate for money. You fix something up and you're like, oh shit, I gotta get my money, and end up selling it dirt cheap. Don't do it. Just stick to your guns. And okay, guys, so yeah, put your comments below, like, share, comment, click, hit the subscription bottom right hand corner of the screen there. It doesn't cost anything, and we'll follow along, and we'll get her fixed up a lot more than it is now. But it's right now, I think it's pretty decent shape. Could make somebody a runner, kind of one of them, you know, fix it up while you drive it type thing, work truck looking thing. But we're gonna make it into a more of a nice street machine instead of an old work truck looking. Okay, so we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.